Howdy folks, Daniel Rubino here at the Windows Phone Central. Check it out, we got a Nokia Lumia 920 here in AT&T. We're still here in Washington. And I just want to show you a few Windows Phone 8 apps that are not on the store yet, but are coming soon. So we'll give you a quick preview of them. First one up here, Urbanspoon. Gives you all the latest restaurants and places near you. You can reserve a table, pick from local, hottest in Seattle, bakery, Italian, breakfast. So lots of options here. You can even do by price. Brings you down to a restaurant. You can do about, info, reviews, photos, or frotatos, as my friend says. Anyways, but what makes this a real interesting Windows Phone 8 application is not just that, because that's obviously any app can do, but it's the Tell Me integration. Urbanspoon, I want pizza.
Searching food near you.
So there you go. There's an example. Now it's not just going to find
31 restaurants for you.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut it off there. It's not just going to find pizza. It's actually going to find predefined categories I told it I was interested in. So in this case, Chinese, diner, Indian, Italian, pizza, Thai, and vegetarian. Which is pretty cool, actually, if you're out and about and just want to quickly launch the app and find what you're looking for. So that is just a single example. We got over here, Words with Friends by Zynga. It's okay. It's definitely a port from the iOS version. You can see here I got a game going with Renee Ritchie from iMore. You know, it is what it is. It updates. You can zoom in. Now it's actually, I believe, Renee's turn, but let's see. So you drag and drop stuff. Sorry, it's a little odd for me to play while shooting this video. But you can get the idea there. That's the game. That's how it works. It's okay. It does have push notifications and all that. It's exclusive to Nokia, but only for a limited time. So, I don't know. You should expect that probably in a couple weeks. But that is that game. What else we got? Hey DJ, already on the marketplace, been there for a long time. We've covered it at Windows Phone Central. It's an app you launch and you basically tap a button and you tell it to play something. You can do playlists, you can do by artist and album. But once again, it takes advantage of Windows Phone 8's Tell Me voice command service. Hey DJ, play artist Vision of Disorder.
Play artist Vision of Disorder.
So you can see that's pretty convenient, really neat. You can tell it to play anything, playlists, that kind of stuff. Groupon. Now, this is already obviously on the Windows Phone store, but what makes this app interesting is it takes advantage of the lock screen stuff. Go to Settings, Enable Lock Screen Image. Yes. And we'll give that a second, and basically what's going to happen here. Oh, hasn't updated yet. Oh, it's going to take a little while here. Usually it's actually pretty quick. Let's see, this will make a refresh. Usually when you go into the settings and you do it, it forces the update. And I bet it'll be there now. There we go. So as you can see, you get the latest Groupon deal. Oh, and look, I just got my notification for Words with Friends. So, I don't know what changed there, but something. But anyways, going back to the lock screen. Updates every once in a while, gives you the latest deal for Groupon. Kind of a neat thing if you're really into getting local deals, I suppose. Angry Birds Roost already on the Windows Phone Store, just came out today for Nokia Lumia phones. You got your games, Angry Birds Space, not yet available, coming soon. Imagine Angry Birds, Star Wars 2. Videos if you want to watch stuff. The latest news. Ringtones, if you're into that. Wallpapers. These wallpapers can also be part of the lock screen. I'll show you that in a second. Angry Bird Cam, which is actually kind of funny. Now we're going to add a character. And there we go. You can, so kind of silly, but I imagine it's kind of you can do some funny things with that, so it's kind of funny. Angry Birds Roost. I'll show you the lock screen stuff in a second. PDF reader. Fortunately, I don't have a PDF on here right now, but this is Microsoft's new app for reading PDFs. I guess they got tired of waiting on Adobe to keep updating their thing. So it's a pretty basic reader. Don't expect like super advanced functions. We'll do a little bit more in depth on Windows Phone Central after this post. If you want to go there, I'll show you some screen caps of what it looks like. But it works well. It's very fast. It's very much like the Windows 8 native reader. ESPN Score Center. I haven't played with this too much because I'm just not that much into sports, but I'll give you a quick look at it. This too has a double wide tile, so that'll update and flip around, showing you latest sports scores. So, and we got Cut the Rope already on Windows 8. Game is buggy. See, it actually loads, but oh, I know what I'll do. I guess the load screen is messed up on the game. Consider this a beta. So the game is actually, you can see, it uses really good graphics though. It's actually a fun game, I have to admit. It's a puzzle game. So you cut the rope. That little guy is obviously super adorable. I think that's why Brett likes this, because it's really funny. Let's see. So that is your cut the rope example. Fun game, I have to admit, really good. Look for that soon. And then CNN top story. Once again, CNN app, nothing new. But this is the Windows Phone 8 version. It has a couple additions, including lenses, which I'll show you in a sec. So you got the app there, but let's hop now to, if I can scroll over. Once again, very difficult while shooting a video. We'll go to settings, and we'll go to lock screen. And you'll see here all my choices. I'm not sure what that thing is. That's obviously an error. But I got CNN, Angry Birds Roost, lock screen memory book, which is like a photo displayer. Facebook, Bing, and photo. We'll do CNN. Then you just tap open app, and what it's going to do, it's going to actually sort of refresh the screen. And it forces it to pull down. And there's your latest CNN image. So kind of depressing actually with all the hurricane images, but it does update. It looks like about once an hour. Let's see if I'll go back to that lock screen stuff. And you can do that for kind of any apps. Let's do Angry Birds Roost, open app. Lock screen enabled. And once again, there we go. Kind of a neat thing, I have to admit. The lock screen stuff is really neat. Obviously, you can do a lot with it. HTC put weather on theirs. Let's also look here when we launch the camera. Oh, there's me in the camera too. Anyways, we hit the lenses button. There's a couple lenses for you. You have your CNN iReport. So I'm not an iReport member, but if I were, I could just take a photo, directly upload it to CNN. You got your Nokia Smart Shoot and Cinematograph, where you can take pictures, and we'll do a little bit more on that soon. And of course, PhotoSynth is built into now. It's a separate app. You still download it, but the lenses integrate with the camera function. So that is a quick look at some Windows Phone 8 specific apps. Pretty cool. It takes advantage of basically some of those new APIs for voice commands, for the lock screen notifications, the double wide tile. So there's CNNs. Pretty cool stuff. It's one of those subtle changes which you're going to really appreciate for a lot of apps. You're going to start expecting them to have all these functions. But pretty cool stuff. We'll have more in depth on these apps too at Windows Phone Central. Take care, everybody.